Today,
Go.
greetings, duelists. Welcome to Bad Yugiohs. Today, it's all about the Hunders. Hunders. Anyway, so let's begin. I'm running the classic Family Values build. Apparently, I found out that the build I run is called Family Values. So, it's kind of funny the story of this deck. I made it just for fun. Come to find out, it's a tier deck. So if you guys want a good deck that's budget, Hunders are the way to go. Because,
Ancestral.
okay. Anyway, if you guys want a good budget deck that's also tier, Hunders are the way to go. So without further ado, here we go. All right, to start off the family values, we have, of course, the dad. We have 3. Paw Hunter. Effect, you summon another level 4 Thunder monster that's not Paw Hunter. And the one that you would usually go for if you want to swarm is the 3 Maw Hunter you run. Is that still in the camera? Alright, we'll let down here. Alright. So then to round out the actual Hunters, I run 2 Sis Hunter. Do not run 3. Most builds you see only run 2 Sis Hunter. It's for a reason, because it's claws and it doesn't pop. By the way, we need a Bro Hunter to work with Sis Hunter. The same.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So this is your actual Hunter engine right here. But actually, no, these are your actual Hunters, but this isn't the Hunter engine. What rounds out the Hunter and what adds to the Hunter engine is the 3 Vylon Prism. Most people run 2, run 3. Just makes your draws more consistent, your opening hand a little more consistent. Just run 3. It doesn't really clog. It's a busted card. If you summon it with either Ma or Paw's effect, you can just summon, sync. He goes to the grave, you activate effect, pay 500, attach, and your monster gains 1,000 if it's attacked or it does attack. So, awesome card, very broken card. And rounding out the actual Hunter engine is the 3 Thunder Seahorse. By the way, fuck the Thunder Seahorse reprint. This was the one card that made this deck very special until that reprint. Fuck that reprint. Okay. And as with all, and since this is a Thunder deck, you obviously can run the one and only busted Thunder deck. And since this is a light deck as well, you can run Honest. And a good tech card, which I highly recommend, the 2 Track. Why do you run Track? Let me show you an opening hand. These 2. You have these 2 in opening hand. Activate Thunder Seahorse effect. Send to grave. Draw 2 Sis Hunter. Summon Sis Hunter. Remove from play Thunder Seahorse. End phase. Bring Thunder Seahorse back to your hand. Opponent swings on Sis Hunter. Drop Trag with 5 cards in your hand. One of them being the Sis Hunter, a level 4, and most likely your opponent will have, well, in 50-50 your opponent will have a level 4 on the field. Next turn, ditch, control, there you go. So, yeah, so let's reorganize this a little bit. So, Hunters are awesome. They are pretty busted. And what I recently found out, because I'm an idiot, there's a card that makes them even more busted. Summoner Monk. I completely forgot that Summoner Monk's effect does not negate the effect of the monster it special summons. And you can also use Thunder Summoner Monk on itself. So just imagine Summoner Monk with Paw Hunter or Ma Hunter. Summoner Monk, special summon Paw, activate Paw, summon Ma, Paw, Ma, Vylon Prism. You've already just swarmed the field with a Synchro and an Xyz monster. It's pretty busted, and something I just realized not too long ago, because again, I'm an idiot. Okay, so honestly, you need at least 1 Veiler just to stop OTKs or FDKs. And just a tech card, which I'm balancing out right now, is the 1 Zaborg. And a card that is pretty much a secret weapon in this deck. Morphing Jar number 2. This card has earned its spot in this deck for so many reasons. So I would highly recommend throwing one in a 100 deck. Alright, so onto the spells. We have 1, 2, 3, Mystical Space Typhoon. And after doing that, just realized I probably should have did this one first, but the card that makes this deck busted are the 3 Recycling Batteries. Literally, this card says, add 2 Thunder-type monsters with 1,500 or less attack from the graveyard to your hand.
It's broken.
Why is it busted? You have just used these 2 to sink. They are now in the grave. Let's say you didn't activate Violon Prism's effect. You have a Stardust on the field, or you have some kind of level 8 sinker on the field. These 2 are in the grave. Pop this, you bring them right back to your hand. What makes this card even more busted? You have no cards in your hand. Top deck. Recycling Batteries. You now have a finishing play in your hand, a potential finishing play in your hand. Very, very busted. Most people run 2, I run 3 because it's broken in a 100 deck. And has a pretty big potential of getting banned, with all the new rank 4s coming out. Alright, so 2 Pile of Dualities. Word of advice when you do this, when you run Pile of Duality, where is my Thunder Seahorse? Run these 2 in the same turn. Activate these 2 in the same turn. Because you can't special summon when Thunder Seahorse goes, so you might as well just go balls in. So activate pot 1, 2, 3, whatever. Then Thunder Seahorse, get the 2 you need. And since you're running Thunder King, this is pretty broken. This is a pretty broken starting hand right here. So just remember, you need to pop these 2 before you pop this on the field, or else you're an idiot. So, yeah, I just made a big mess here. Whatever. One of my favorite cards, if not one of my favorite cards, Forbidden Chalice. Yeah, that's all baby. Get at me. Book of Moon, because it's Book of Moon. Dark Hole, because it's Dark Hole. And a card that is doing very well if people knew about it. Would do very well if people knew about it, especially with Boojins.
Boojins!
Constellar Belt. What does this card do? The activation of light monsters effects cannot be negated. If you draw this, if you go first, play this. Let this be the first thing you play. If you have this in your opening hand, play this first, because then you can just go off on your opponent, because they can't stop it. Yeah, because they cannot Veiler. They cannot Veiler anything. So just go play it first, go off, then let them MST it. It's whatever. All right, on to the traps. Mirror. Solemn. Wabaku. Bottomless. Impulse. Thinking about taking the Wabaku out for a D prison, maybe. But Wabaku has actually worked very well in this deck. So, on to the extra deck. The MVP of the deck, actually since my boy Xavier is here shooting this, might as well do this one first. The MVP, Stardust Spark. Why is he the MVP? Apparently, another card that I also need to throw in this is a Vanity's Emptiness. Because opponent tries to MST Vanity's Emptiness, Spark Effect, protect Vanity's Emptiness. You have now just screwed your opponent. My personal MVP of this deck, the 2 Stardust Dragons. Honestly, if you have a chance to swarm the field and get more than just one big monster on the field, word of advice: do not attach Violent Prism to this, unless it's the only play you can go for, because Stardust is just meant to run defense and swing. So, Crimson Blader, because Crimson Blader. Red Dragon Archfiend to swing an Obelisk with a Violent Prism. A card a lot of people don't run, but I do for burn decks. Blackwing Dragon. This has saved my ass, especially against the Madolche player that was running that one trap that burns you. Every time you swung, That game was hilarious because I had 2 Violent Prisms attached to this. I had Swing. He tried to burn for effect. Blackwing Dragon still eats it, but still gained the 2,000 from the 2 Violent Prisms that were attached to him. So I'm running the guy down. Oh, and then he had to face up monsters, and I popped the effect. And I'm literally returning the damage he was trying to give to me. 1 Mace Stroke, 1 Starly's Polydynamo. I ran 2, but wasn't really making it. Was it number 91? Papal Operative, Cowboy, because it's Cowboy. Utopia. Violent to Sigma, pretty much the big eye of the deck. Broken card. Constellar Omega. And then finally, the Ulti, Silent Honor Arc. And that rounds out the deck. Let me know what you guys think. Give me some advice on what cards to take out, cards to put in. This deck is very fun to make, very easy to play, and just it may seem like it's just, you know, I guess corny or simple, but this deck is very simple and causes a lot of problems for your opponent. So that's it. Check you guys out later. Peace.